Hey folks, this is Billy DKY, the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be my top 5 tweets of the week review, May 30th, 2010. Top tweet of the week: if you want the world to be a better place, then change. And that's what FWG is all about. It's about changing, and it's not about quick changes. It's about slowly just changing, improving as a people. And as we improve as a people, as a species, then the world will become a better place, and it's really that simple. Everybody's looking for somebody to save them, like Obama or this or some politician. If you're looking for a politician to save you, you're completely lost. It really is. It really is that way. Okay. Next tweet: isn't psychology mainly just a study of what is going on in the unconscious? And it's not really so much a study of what's going on in the conscious mind, because the conscious mind people are aware of. So, it's really about all that stuff that's beneath consciousness or subconsciousness, and all that stuff's going on that's trying to reveal it. Well, guess what? That's what FWG is all about. It's about starting up here and dealing with stuff that you're consciously aware of, and you slowly, all this stuff in the unconscious comes up, and you become more and more and more and more aware of it. And so, really, it's just FWG is just an iterative process of digging deeper and deeper in your mind and plucking out all your problems. And if you don't know what FWG is, it's Falling Away of Growth, and it's the first link in the information section of the video. Next tweet: foolish people are noisy, the wise are quiet. And I'm getting to where I can even tell somebody's not real bright just by the way they move and how much noise they make while they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. And you can tell if a person's wise or quiet. I mean, it's not a for certainty, but it is a pretty good indication. There's this one guy I know. You can hear him coming from a couple hundred yards away. Like, say, his loudspeakers and loud in his car, and you're like, okay. And then he comes in again, and it's just everything he does is foolish, and it's just like, I don't know, it's ridiculous, really. Anyway. Tweet number 4: science tries to make sense of the world through details, which is the exact opposite to the way it really is done. And again, it's all about letting go of the details so you can see the bigger picture. It's like it's about walking out of the woods so you can see the forest. You know what I'm saying? Science's method of trying to figure out the world is to get, they're out of the forest and they want to walk into the woods and try to figure things out by being in the woods, dissecting all the little bugs on the ground and stuff like that. That's not how you get the grand picture. You don't get it in the details. I mean, the details can be important at times, but typically you want to stay out of them unless it gives you some kind of perspective on the complete total. And I was walking through the woods the other day, at the park, and I was just sitting there thinking about if I tried to understand life by looking at every little plant. There's so many different varieties. I mean, it's just like, it's mind-boggling. I was sitting there going, how ridiculous it is to try to really understand the world by digging into the detail. It's not where it's at. It's by letting go of the details and seeing the bigger picture, and then only working into the details as necessary to serve us as to solve a specific problem. It's really ridiculous. People get things almost completely backwards, and the ego does that all the time. Tweet number 5: girlish games don't work on a man. I was sitting there watching women this week and watching the games that they play on little boys or men who got the minds of little boys, and it's just like, that stuff don't work on a man. You know what I'm saying? A real man is not going to be skewed by a set of breasts or a nice little haircut, fancy clothes, or a fancy car. In fact, he's probably going to be turned off of that stuff because he's looking for real value in a woman. He ain't looking for a temporary, pleasure. He's looking for a woman that can help him accomplish his mission in life. And so anyway, again, foolish games don't work on men. They work on boys. Boys get tore up by those things. Man just walks right on by it, don't even care. Okay, because he can see the bigger picture. And really, I guess it goes back to the, when you're investigating a woman, get out of the details. Get out of the size of her breast. Get out of the way her butt looks and way maybe her body looks. Her eyes, or back up and see the bigger picture of who she really is. And then you can dig into details and see if you like the breast, the TNA, the whatever, the face and the hair. see the bigger picture first. Do you see how it's always related? What works in science, what works in discovering the truth in here, it also helps you in women. It's mind-boggling. People live on such shallow levels that they can't even get it. Seriously, it's pathetic. Women need to be managed by a man who is great enough to manage them. And I was sitting there looking at women this week. I was in a gym and I was just noticing all the women. I was sitting there thinking to myself, and I was watching how emotional they all were. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, those creatures need to be managed. It reminds me of a pack of dogs in a way. A pack of dogs really needs an alpha male to lead them on where to go, because they seem to be just caught up in, biting each other and barking if somebody's not leading them. In the same way, really, in women, I know if you're a woman watching this, you probably ain't liking it, but nonetheless, it is the truth. Us women live stuff tries to say, oh, blah, 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 we're equal. We ain't equal. We're different. And when we may be equal, we're a hell of a lot different. So we each have a role. And very few women I've ever met are really good at managing people, even though I've had a couple women managers, and always worse than the men. Always. I mean, there may be exceptions. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying women shouldn't be allowed to be in those positions. I'm just saying most women don't have the capacity to really do it effectively. Don't get me wrong. A lot of men have fallen from manhood, fallen in all kinds of stupid patheticness, and they ain't really good managers either. So everybody needs to get back in harmony. Seriously. Do you have the courage to dish out tough love? And you know what? A real man is the only one that has the capacity to dish out tough love. I was dishing out tough love this week, and people don't like tough love at all. They hate it with a passion. They want that, oh, Billy's such a good boy. That's what people get who don't dish out tough love. People dish out tough love are considered assholes, bitches and stuff like that. And I'm not saying being rude, and I'm not saying be literally an ass or a bitch, but I'm saying you're making people make the right choices, and they don't like it because they want the egotistical choice. They want the easy choice that goes towards pleasure. They want the easy choice of telling them what they want to hear, and I don't give them that, and they hate me for it. So then again, I've heard many a black comedian say this. He said, I'm glad my mother spanked me when I was a kid, because he said, if not, I'd be in jail right now. He said, my buddies who didn't get spanked when they was a kid, they're all in the pen. So tough love is something you appreciate from a distance. It's not something you appreciate right up front. So, and I guess it's really the same way in everything. My FWG, it's not something you appreciate in the moment per se as much as you'll appreciate in the long run when you see what it did for you. So, till the next video, later folks.